We have breaking news here. Thomas Malthus, which has recently been reincarnated, has come into our newsroom, Mikey Trueblood.
And now we're going to ask him questions about the airline bailout to see what he would do, because we need guidance.
Do you know how old he is?
I'd say he's got to be at least 300 years old, Pete.
I'm excited to hear what he's going to say.
Me too. And now we're going to go to our anchor on the street, Lucas Deffrin.
Did you solve it? Hi, I'm Lucas Deffrin here interviewing Mr. Malthus. So, Mr. Malthus, could you give us a quick review of who you are, what you believe in, and what you've done?
Yes, I'm Thomas Malthus. Often go by Robert Malthus. I'm a past clergyman, a man of the cloth, and a servant of the Lord. And currently,
Sorry, keep going.
Currently, I'm an economist and a philosopher of sorts. I have strong roots in macroeconomics and just nationwide thinking, just bigger thinking, macroeconomics. Bigger economics, bigger economy focus. And I feel as though that the current resource situation, resource trouble, is a sort of task. Thank you for my kid. I really do like the kid to be with me in all the tapings. Yes, I feel as though the resource shortage is an obstacle given to us by God. God has beset us this obstacle, and I feel a personal duty and responsibility to aid in the overcoming of this obstacle.
So when you talk about this, we're talking about the airline industry's consumption factor?
We're talking about the consumption factor of the entire nations and entire industries. Yes, but the airline is a great example of a wasteful industry, an industry that really uses a lot of resources and is just a sinkhole for resources, really.
So
my kid's acting.
How do you feel about the government bailing out private industries in general?
In general, I mean, I disapprove. I don't think that the government should really be involved in private business. I don't see that there's a place for it. But I do see how in some circumstances the core industries of a nation might be bailed out if there was such bankruptcy or lack of money.
So am I correct in saying that you do not approve the airline bailout?
That is, I'm avidly opposed to the airline bailout. It's already failed once on its own merits. The industry is it's not a good industry. It wastes resources. It's not a good industry. It's not a good model it's not efficient. I mean, it has a purpose, that's true, but it's just I don't agree with many parts of it, and I think it needs to be revamped or redone hugely before we even think about having a bailout or even another airline industry.
So are there any industries that you would give preference to for a bailout?
Sure. I mean, I would back perhaps an agricultural bailout or subsidies for farmers or something like that. That's a core industry, core factor of a nation, and that's really where the power resides. And that's I could definitely bail out if the agriculture industry was failing. I would definitely see that. Maybe even an auto. And if the auto industry was bailing, I could maybe see,
Why? Right. Okay.
bailing them out. Yeah.
So suppose another inevitable situation occurs, such as 9/11, and it's not exactly the airline's fault. Is there still an acceptance would there be an acceptance for a bailout in that case?
Are you talking about the airline industries?
Yeah.
No, I mean, based on whether or not it's their fault, it's irrelevant. It's just the fact that they are so inefficient, they're not streamlined, so wasteful. I mean, they waste the resources, they waste so much. It's just they need to be re-engineered, redone. There may be certain parts of the airline industry that are useful, that are part of our core industries,
Right.
but those are totally overshadowed by the wastefulness of the entire industry. Even as we speak, there's engines idling in airports right now, and just wasting fuels and wasting our precious resources at a time where we should be conserving more than ever.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Malthus. And
Yes.
back to you, Mike and
Thank
Pete.
you, Luke.
And we're back after our great interview of Thomas Malthus and Luke Deffrin.
That was really riveting, Peter.
It was great, and what made this possible was RedBull, which happened to sponsor us tonight.
They are actually completely responsible for this entire shoot. Without Red Bull, wouldn't have made it.
How was it that they reincarnated Thomas Malthus?
They actually gave him Red Bull. Lots of it.
And they just kept putting it through his system, and then
Yep.
he
He
woke
just
up.
Sprung through his veins.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And his cat, same way.
Do you know what happened to Thomas Malthus?
He ran away, actually.
Did he run away?
Yeah.
I think he got lost in the streets. But once we find him, we're going to put him back in his grave where he belongs.
And we have to wrap it up here now, Peter.
All right.
It was a good day.
It was a nice interview.
Epic.
You stay classy, San Diego.